going on, everybody? Got contacted by Bill from iSurvivalist, and he asked if me and a couple other guys would do a review on a knife, hand forged knife. And I said, sure, I've never done one, but I'll try it. So got it. We're gonna walk out here and find us a spot and do a little review on this. It's the first initial review. Haven't used it much. Actually, I haven't used it at all. So this is gonna be like right out of the box. I just put it on my hip and put the camera together and started working. Started walking. I got the pups with me today, so I may have to holler at them every once in a while. But we'll be right back. I'm gonna find us a spot with some wood and see what we got. Okay, got some wood cut. This is the first knife review I've ever done as far as putting it on YouTube, and I was kind of honored that I was asked to do this. I got this directly from Henson. It's Henson Forge and Leather. That's who made this. This is their Bushcraft knife. It is, you can see that. It's a good looking blade. I like how they left some of the rough forging on it. It's 5160 steel, walnut scales, metal pins, a nice 90-degree spine. It is a full tang. It has a little bit of thumb jimping at the top. The blade itself is 5 inches long, 1.25 inches wide, and an 1/8 inch thick. And then the handle's 4.5 inches long, 1 inch wide, and 3/4 thick. First impressions are the handle's a little square for my taste. I love the finger, but I think it needs to be a little bit wider than 3/4, maybe 1 inch, and then round it off a little bit more. But I think if they did that, it would fit my hand better. But a good feeling knife, and I could probably get used to these handles. I think the hot spot would be right here. There's a little bit of sanding, but even if I took some sandpaper to it, I could probably get it to get those hot spots out. So it doesn't feel as sharp as I would like it to feel. I don't know if it'll cut hair. It is not shaving sharp. And I did bring some paper because I always like to see if it'll cut paper. It's not as sharp as I would think you would get one from the manufacturer. I don't know how much this one was used. It doesn't look like it was used much. So I actually brought my field sharpening kit out here. I'm gonna see what I can do with it and see if we can put an edge on it. It looks like it has a convex edge. It doesn't have a whole lot of point to it. The grind seems pretty even, but I'm guessing that's a convex. So I'm gonna sharpen it a little bit and see if I can get it a little bit sharper. Okay, I've worked on this thing for 15 minutes or so with the little field kit I've got, and I've got it to where it'll semi-cut some paper. Still not the best, but I think it'll do good enough for what we're going to do with the wood. So what I did, found an old piece of cedar, and I'm going to see what we could do with this. So I'm going to baton this in half. All right. This blade is just, I don't know if it's the steel. I'm not the best sharpener. I can't even get curls off of a cedar. And I get a few once I get it to bite a little bit. But if it had an edge, I think it'd be good. I think this blade needs to be put on a sander, a grinder, and get a good edge put on it. I'm not real familiar with the 5160 steel. But I can make somewhat. But what I want to try, I may not have a baton here. This is a piece of willow. Let's see if this will work. The baton's great. It's a good size for batoning. And this is some green wood. It's really soft. But it makes feathers. The spine on it is excellent. I mean, it will just tear that stuff up. So it does come sheath it comes with. And I'm assuming that they make their own since their logo's on it. So, good sheath, dangler sheath. I would, on mine, I like to have at least 2 snaps. It carries really well on the hip. It's got a drain hole. I like my sheaths darker. They just have a natural finish on it. Can't complain about the sheath. It's a very, I mean, it's a well-made sheath. And there's nothing fancy about it. It does come with a ferrule rod, so. Let's see what kind of sparks we get off of this thing. Yeah, the whole spine sparks. So good. Other than I think they need to work on the edge of this thing. It'd be a really good knife. Actually, I don't have the hot spots I thought I would have just from the little bit of using it. I've had some knives where it just rubs you right in the right spot instantly. So I do wish there was a little bit more roundness to these handles, especially right in this area, a little thicker throughout. But I do like it. This is some hard steel too, because I've got you know, the Work Sharp field kit, and each sharp, you know, you can, if the knife's got an edge on it, you can usually just get one back real quick with this thing, and this didn't have an edge on it to begin with, so I think it's going to take more than what I've got out here. And but I will be sending this off to the next guy. I think there's 5 of us in this group that's going to test this knife, and they will probably have different opinions than I will, and I'm sure one of them has got a way to sharpen this better than I do. Like I say, I am not the best sharpener in the world. I can usually get by, but this one's just, it needs a better edge. So, all right guys, that's my little initial review of this Henson Forge and Leather bushcraft knife. They've got a good basic design. I think it needs a little bit of, like I say, really the only thing is that the handle and the blade, the edge, sorry. Other than that, it's a good feeling it's well balanced. I do like the knife. I like the shape and everything of it. Sheath carries well. I've been carrying the sheath all day, working around the house, and it's great. So appreciate Henson sending this to me for a review. That's my honest review of it. It's what I think. So hope y'all guys enjoyed this, and this is going in the mail on Monday to the next guy. And I can't remember who it's going to be, but I'll put in a link or something who the next guy to review it is. So thanks for watching, guys. Remember to like, share, and subscribe if you can, and we will see you in the next one.